the sad thing about social media that although yes you can get a following, um, there's also a risk of being lost in the big dump of data that there is. Uh,
But I also see it as two worlds almost. Like you can curate your life on social media where if you're into hip hop and you can just have hip hop feeds the whole day. And but then you step out your door and there's another reality.
it's not about being me as a black person. It's being me as a person who's grown up in the world, who's grown up in Amsterdam. Like even I have many white friends who are nothing like people you will see on television, and like it's like it's just the same people. Even if they have a new person, like the next episode or the next newscast, is the same type of person who fits the mold, and it's approved by the higher ups. And as soon as you would like voice your opinion, then you're done.
Yeah, I think because I guess you've traveled to London, you've traveled to the States as well.
I haven't been
Not
to
the
the States
States.
yet.
In terms of the UK experience and the Dutch, I just want your point of view. Why do you think it is that there have been some steps to get people of color into positions, change makers, so to speak?
Yeah.
And why is it more of a challenge here? Is it a certain point of view that the Dutch have on
Oh no. Like I think that so like I said, we had it late '90s. We had a few of them, not on an ownership level, but they were the main faces of what hip hop was and what R&B was, and they would choose things that were not mainstream. Like I remember, like uh, when I was in high school, way back in the days, when I was in high school, it was as soon as a song would hit the mainstream, we would stop dancing to it because it was done. It was okay. It's over. Like mainstream knows, and except for like their shows, because they knew what was going on. They had the right songs, the right tracks and stuff, and now nobody cares. It's just like the more popular, the better, and you get bombarded by it. And if you don't miss a new thing, or you don't miss more substance, you're not gonna look for it. And the people nowadays seem to be more, well, also like I think the attention span nowadays is much shorter than it used to be. Um, and I think like ownership is a big thing. I think in UK it's much more. There's room for that. You have a different approach to working with each other, and here it is more one. It's really bureaucratic. Yeah, bureaucratic. And what you have is you have a few head honchos, and although they don't get it, they just want to have their income and have their view of what should be done. I think also like you have the same thing. It was, I forgot his name. This guy, he was a head label guy in the States of a label that like keeps pushing mumble rap and stuff. And people were asking like in the interview, like, do you even like listen to it? Like, do you like even have interest in hip hop? Like, no, no. But he is there, one of many. Yes, it's a big label, but there is space for more. Like there are black label owners over there. Here, you have a massive label, you have a few tinier ones, but people like on top of radio, of music, of film, they all have no interest in what's going on unless it's easy packageable and they um, don't have their own opinion or want to push their own opinion. As long as you fit the mold, you can be in mainstream for like a lifetime.
Yeah, I think that's something that also happens in the UK. We have a comedian there, for example, called Lenny Henry, and he
Oh yeah,
was
yeah, yeah.
okay. But when he came out, he was like almost like a minstrel character. He
Yeah.
was really. But now, like he must be 50, 60 something.
Yeah.
He's so proud of his roots.
Yeah.
But now you're in a position, at least from my eyes, where the talent is there, the need is there, the want is there, but then you have access to a whole other audience. It's almost like you don't have to push too hard, you know what I mean, on the local scene.
Yeah.
Because you can access outside. That's just me observing. I just want to know what you think about it.
Well, maybe. I don't know if that's really the case. I don't think the Dutch media, the mainstream, cares about what we are doing.
And that's what I mean, that they don't care, but yet the demographic,
Yeah.
young black talent, for example, who don't see yourself on screen,
Mhm.
they also say, well, I'm not even, you don't care about us, but we can see we can be seen elsewhere. We can
Yeah.
access it, we can connect us. So that's what I mean. While in the UK, when there wasn't social media, you had to fight for that airtime. You
Yeah.
had to, really push the door down. So I just wanted to know, it could be a blessing in disguise. I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know really, because you have these two or multiple generations who go about this in a different way.
True.
I think the older generations will keep watching mainstream TV and being annoyed by what's there. The younger ones might leave it to the side and focus on social media, but also many things on social media will still be a lot mainstream because if you buy enough ads, you have enough people in your following, everybody will still see what you like what you have. So the main stations and the main labels also move towards social media, but still pushing the same message. I think it's good that people can have access. I think too, though, that social media has the disadvantage that it's a bulk, and we have to look for stuff. And as we speak, we are missing a few million videos of maybe great things that might happen right now. Social media is a good thing, but because it's a bulk, have you ever tried watching stuff at Netflix without like an intention, and you just go through it, and like half an hour later you're like, you know what? So that's the sad thing about social media, that although yes, you can get a following, there's also a risk of being lost in the big dump of data that there is.
But I also see it as two worlds almost. Like you can curate your life on social media, where if you're into hip hop and you can just have hip hop feeds the whole day.
Yeah.
But then you step out your door and there's another reality.
Mhm.
So my question, like when I think about the future here, is are we going to see more of a variety of images out there in the real world, not only on our own tablets and our own spaces that we've created for ourselves?
I don't know. I actually don't know.
That's a
Like,
good question. I guess we have to wait and see.
yeah, like I remember like I performed in Lithuania a few months ago, and this guy he came to me after the show to take a picture with me, and I always talk to people after the show, and he was like, "Hey man, what happened to hip hop?" And I'm like, I mean, it's still there, but what you get pushed on radio and mainstream, although it's all hip hop, it's for like a different audience. And also, I have many buddies who used to love hip hop, hate it now, but I remember them that we were the same way back in the days. That whatever was mainstream, we didn't like already. Like we used to go to like a record shop and flip to like records, watch an hour of Yo MTV raps and stuff, and so it was never there. But we had the time then to look for it. I still look for it. I still find amazing new artists in hip hop and R&B every week. But I have interest as a DJ also, but they don't. And you know, every time they would turn up the radio, it's the same stuff, or it's not what they like, but they are not the demographic of that station. And kids, if you're raised with this, you don't care. Like it's your thing, and it's their right. And there has to be, as long as there's an audience, they will keep doing this.
Please like and subscribe. Shout at Hues Films.